Good evening. It sounds like a herd of elephants on the roof. The rain is coming down so hard and fast. Thanks for being here. I'm Laura Painter.
I'm Chris Thomas. We do thank you for joining us. Please be safe out there. We want to start tonight with a live look at conditions all across the valley and in the Sierra. Heavy rain, snow, and more high winds have arrived here in Northern California. And so we do have live team coverage tonight with teams in the Sierra tracking the mountain snow.
And in the valley, we are closely watching flooding concerns. But we start with tracking the storm. Chief Meteorologist Monica Woods kicks off our team coverage. And Monica, this storm is massive. Everyone being impacted by this one way or another.
As advertised, we knew this was going to be ripping through right during the evening commute. And here's that significant line of precipitation moving right through the capital region. This is the cold front. Behind it, we're going to get the colder air, and we're going to see big changes in the Sierra to come. Here's a look at the closer perspective. You can see the moderate to heavy rain moving through just off to the west of the capital region, in through Sacramento, Elk Grove, almost to the I-5 corridor here through Highway 99. It is going to be slow going with ponding on the roadways all the way through the northern San Joaquin Valley, through the Mother Lode 80-50 corridor. It's kind of been a slushy mess up there throughout the afternoon. South of Highway 50, we just quite frankly have higher peaks, so we're getting better snowfall in that region. North of I-80, we're still watching areas just off to the east of Chico, and that's because of the Park Fire burn scar. It looks like the threshold to meet the potential for mud and rock slides isn't quite there, but we still have that flood watch through early tomorrow morning. A lot of nuisance flooding going on right now with excessive rainfall, leading to that flood advisory through 7 p.m. Street and road flooding possible, as well as those streams. In the higher elevations, our winter storm warning in effect through 10 o'clock tomorrow morning with major travel impacts. And of course, we continue to watch that winter weather advisory just off to the west in the coastal range. Wind advisory still in place until 10 p.m. We've seen peak wind gusts at 45 to 50 plus miles per hour, closer to 65 to 70 miles per hour in the Sierra. Here's the line of heavy precipitation pressing off to the foothills, and then eventually that turns over to snow in the Sierra as we head into the overnight hours. Wednesday's our break, but get this, we're right back at it for Thursday. I'm going to be tracking another atmospheric river. We still have to get through this heavy line of precipitation, though, for tonight. More to come on what to expect for the rest of the week in just moments.
Yeah, you called it, Monica. All of this rain, the flooding, and rock slide concerns in Yuba County. Crews finding boulders in the middle of Marysville Road, headed toward Oregon House. A reminder to be extremely careful on the roads. Do not try to drive through all that standing water. ABC 10's Roxanne Elias has been tracking flooding concerns across the valley for us today.
And Roxanne, some roads are now closed because of the flooding, right?
That is correct, Chris, and we're actually at one of those roads near Jackson Road where officials have officially closed down the road because of flooding due to all of this rain. You can actually see here behind me that Deer Creek is going over the road. We see many people try to go across, but what they are doing is driving up to it about 100 feet and then turning back around. It is not safe to do that right now. Now, earlier today, we were in a different community near Placerville where a sinkhole is causing major concern. Chief Eddie Dwyer, the fire chief for the Mosquito Fire Protection District, says crews stumbled upon it when returning from an emergency call on Gravel Road on Monday. Orange cones were placed around the sinkhole that's about 10 feet wide and 10 feet deep. After inspecting it, it's believed it was caused after the drainage pipe was clogged and water made its way underneath the road. Dwyer says the sinkhole also grew overnight with more rain and says right now there's no way to see just how much damage has been done underneath the road.
I'm greatly concerned about committing fire engines over here and have them sink and completely block any type of access. So this is a one-way in, one-way out roadway. So it does cause considerable issues for our response capability to the residents beyond this point.
The fire chief says he plans to speak with residents in the next few days and try to find a solution for repairing this since it is a privately owned road. Back out here live, like we said, we saw many people ignoring some of these road closed signs, trying to make it across. A neighbor here says they've seen at least one person every year have to be saved. So his advice is to drive around, even if it takes more time, you'll arrive home safe. I'm live in Slough House. Roxanne Elias, ABC 10.
That's right. Turn around, don't drown. That's the message tonight, Roxanne. Thank you. Sacramento County is now proclaiming an emergency in response to levee erosion. Now, this is on the levee west of Dillard Road and south of Highway 16 at the Cosumnes River. According to the county, the threat of levee failure is low, but the Office of Emergency Service has developed a response plan if conditions get worse. We do want to turn now to the storm's impact in the Sierra. ABC 10's Luke Clary spent the day checking conditions on I-80.
And he joins us live now at Kingvale with a closer look. And Luke, we know it's been an evolving situation all day. What are you seeing out there right now?
Yeah, well, I'm here at Kingvale at a gas station and general store where a lot of people have been coming in to get chains installed. The chain controls are just out of sight over here on I-80, and I had an installer tell me he just wished that it were 10 degrees cooler here so that this rain would turn into snow. It's been really creating a slushy mess on the roads. As the snow came down on I-80, drivers pull over to install chains and get their bearings.
Do whatever we have to do.
Jose Martin is hauling a payload from West Sacramento over the Sierra Mountains to Reno. In his 10 years as a trucker, he's developed his own rules of the road.
Keep focused. Don't text. Don't pull. Focus in the road. Go slow, and you come home.
Throughout the day, dozens of truckers pulling over to install chains, at times causing traffic backups. Caltrans crews out in force, keeping the highway open at all times their main priority, according to District 3 spokesman John O'Connell. We have seen Caltrans snowplows out and about on the roads. We see people like yourself in that bright, high visibility jacket. What are your crews doing right now?
They're out plowing the roads, keeping them clear, and grading, grading off the snow as well. Keeping I-80 as clear as possible.
He said there was a semi-truck spin out around 9 o'clock in the morning. Thankfully, no injuries reported, and traffic was moving again pretty quickly. While he's on the job, Jose Martin says he thinks about his loved ones at home.
I have a family. Everybody have a family. So everybody want to come home safely.
As far as I can tell from here, traffic has been moving pretty smoothly along I-80 so far, but things can change quickly, and Caltrans says you should plan for the contingency that there is a stop on the roadway and you're in the cold. You should bring a full bottle of water, snacks, blankets, and make sure that all of your electronic devices are fully charged. Reporting live in Kingvale, Luke Clary, ABC 10.
That is good to know, Luke. Excellent advice as well. A slippery, sloshy mess out there. Everyone, please be safe. You too, Luke. Thank you. And here's a look at the impact of the storms in Sonoma County. A mudslide in Forestville sent a home sliding right down into the rushing river. The home was unoccupied and no injuries were reported. Sonoma County deputies evacuated several homes in the area due to the risk for more mudslides. And the weather story doesn't end here. Remember, for the latest weather information in your area, just download the free ABC 10 Plus TV streaming app.